Good morning. Welcome back to the Retirement Report. I'm Hank Parrott, your host. All right, so what have we covered for you so far? The myths of investing, right? Stock selection, track record investing, market timing. These first three in particular are the ones that can be especially damaging. This is understanding these three are common in what is known as active management, all right? So these are the things that can really take away from your return. But what's that fourth one, right? Costs of investing. Costs do matter, and there are a lot of hidden costs of investing that you can't see. And as we referred to Dr. Ellis's book, as he put in there in his research, that can amount to 4 to 5% a year in costs, much of which you don't even see in your investment portfolio. So next week, what I'm going to get into is the academic approach. We're going to show you now about how the Nobel Prize-winning research, going back to over the last 40 to 50 years, with Dr. Markowitz, who won a Nobel Prize in 1990. He's known as the father of modern portfolio theory. Dr. Fama, who won the Nobel Prize in 2013 with his research in developing the three-factor model. I'm getting into all that and more. However, if you'd like to come in and see me and get this information and see how it applies to your portfolio, be one of the first 10 callers to my office, 615-376-5325. Debbie is standing by. She'll get your information. She'll send you out a checklist of things to bring with you to the appointment with me. When you come in, we'll give you a copy of my book, 7 Steps to Financial Freedom in Retirement, Chapter 5, How the Smart Money Invests. Gets into, again, a lot of what we've covered today and more, some of the things that we're going to talk about next week as well with regard to the academic approach. This is understanding how the markets work. So again, first 10 callers, 615-376-5325. Debbie's standing by to get your information and send you out the packet, the checklist, and a copy of my book, if you like, 7 Steps to Financial Freedom in Retirement. All right, let's go back again and understanding why this is so important. The biggest determinant in what return you're going to get, the research shows that it's like 92% of what determines what return you get on your portfolio is asset allocation. Now, Dr. Fama in his research in developing the three-factor model, now it goes back to Dr. Markowitz even. Again, this research goes over the last 40 to 50 years. So the research that they did in the 10, 15, 20 years leading up to winning the Nobel Prize for that research, in developing with Dr. Markowitz, I'm going to get into talking about the efficient frontier and how asset allocation, by putting together certain asset classes that have a negative correlation, you smooth out the volatility while still getting that desired rate of return that we're looking for. And as Dr. Fama then built on that research and fine-tuned it to a science with regard to what those asset classes, determining which asset classes work best together with that negative correlation, that in fact build that great portfolio that's going to give you half the risk relative to the S&P while giving you a similar return. And then I can show you the numbers that show over the last 16 years, or even we can look at 30 years, 40 years, whatever period, how that in fact has worked. All right. These are the things I'm going to share with you next week, or if you come into the office, of course, I'm going to delve into that and more on your own personal portfolio. So hopefully you found this really helpful for you when you're looking at those 401ks, give you a little different perspective, and hopefully you'll join us here each and every week on the Retirement Report.